So today I'm going to show you how to open this MIDI player, which is the Hercules DJ Control Impulse 500. Right? I was using it Friday, and the Q button broke, and it just messed up my set on Friday. I usually play at a DJ at a restaurant and bar on a Fridays, you know, just to make side money because I DJ as a hobby, and this bloody Q button broke on me during mid set. So I decided to open it up to see if I can fix it. And I did that this morning. So to open this, first of all, so is this Q button here that broke. Now I already used some crazy glue on it and stick it back. But I'm going to show you how to open this up. So first off, we're working with this. There is a board inside on this side that controls all the pads here, the cue, the play, the auto loop, and the speed control, the tempo control. So I'm just going to take the tempo control off. You just lift it up, pull it up, and it's going to come out, right? And then I'm going to take the auto loop, just pull it up, right? And I'm going to flip this, flip it over, right? I'm going to flip it over to the back, right? So you're gonna remove all the screws here. Two, one here, and so all the screws. You're gonna remove all the screws at the back, including the middle ones here, right? So you take all the screws. As I said, I already removed all the screws already because I use some crazy glue and stick it back. So you're gonna lift the back off like this. So the back is off, right? Now, this is the board that I specified earlier that controls the pads and the tempo and the speed control. So we're gonna work with this board. So to pull this off, to take it off, as I already took the screws off. So you're gonna see some silver screws looking like this. They're silver that goes here. They're in the respective holes here, right? So to take this out, you're gonna have to remove these two screws on the side here, right? Now these two screws is for this side plate here, this side plate, right? So it's 1, 2. You can take the whole thing off if you want, but I'm only working with this board, so I only took these two off, right? So the reason you have to take these two screws out is because to lift the board out, you have to lift this board out. Now, if you look here, there is a clip here, a piece of plastic that goes inside the hole. That's just to hold the side plate. So as you see, I removed the screws. Now, if you don't remove those two screws here to kind of release it, you won't be able to pull the board out. So the board will be bouncing against, see? Will be bouncing against this. So to remove it now, I had to remove the two screws. So you can easily just pull this aside, pull this to the side, and then you could lift the board up. See? Easy. So you lift the board up, and now you have access to the Q button and the play button, right? And the pads and the tempo and the speed control. So now you could practically lift. You could lift the plastic portion to that controls that's for the responsible for the play and the cue. So this is it, right? Now, as I said earlier, my cue button broke. Now, to all the users out there with this same Impulse 500 player, this here, it's a very cheap plastic, very cheap. And at some point in time, with the use of your controller, this, I believe, is going to break. Because as you can see, there are only, it's just two pieces of plastic here that is holding it. Two pieces of plastic, these two. So this is what gives it this spring action. See? And so same with the play button. These two, just these two plastic here that is attached to, right? And at some point, as I said, this is cheap. This is cheap plastic. So it's going to break, right? So be extra careful. So if it happens, this is how you get to it. So I already used some crazy glue on it, stick it back. As you can see how I stick it here. Let me show you. You know how crazy glue is when you put it on, it leaves a dry, ashy film around. So I already stuck it back, right? So that's how you get to the inside of the player. And as you can see, there are other respective boards that are responsible for all the other buttons on your player. This one here in the middle, that's your main board. So in the future, if you come across any issues that you may need to get inside, this is how you do it, right? So that's it for today. Peace, guys.